Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Picture this. You're sitting in a side conference room at OpenAI, which is, one of the world's absolute leading AI research centers. Policy director Jack Clark flips open his laptop. He types just one single one-sentence prompt. President Trump declared war on North Korea. And then he waits. After a really brief pause, the neural network flawlessly generates a complete, incredibly convincing fake news article. It totally mimics the style of an early morning tweet, complete with fabricated quotes and, honestly, even plausible typos. It was a massive leap forward in technology. But here's the thing. It wasn't just regurgitating facts. It was creating entirely new synthetic content from scratch. This singular moment perfectly captures the wild intersection of artificial intelligence, global politics, and, frankly, our very perception of reality. So, welcome to the explainer on AI, geopolitics, and the new strategic triad. So, here is our roadmap for today. Number 1, the end of trust. 2, weaponizing synthetic reality. 3, bots and algorithmic warfare. 4, the new strategic triad. And finally, 5, the arms race for truth. Let's just jump right in. Section 1, the end of trust, AI and the illusion of reality. Think about the terrifyingly rapid rollout of OpenAI's GPT-2. As the sources explain, this AI was originally trained on roughly 8 million web pages, and its only job was simply to predict the next word in a sequence. But almost by accident, it became a wildly powerful fake news generator. In fact, OpenAI was so incredibly concerned about its potential for industrial-scale disinformation that they decided to use a staged release. They slowly upgraded the model from 124 million parameters in February of 2019 to a massive 1.5 billion parameters by November. But the sheer scale of what happened next is just staggering. 175 billion. Yeah, billion with a B. That number represents the parameters of GPT-3, which was released just 15 months later. That is literally over 10 times larger than its predecessor. This massive leap essentially leveled the entire playing field, allowing anyone to create completely new, highly believable content at a truly industrial scale. However, it's important to note there is a really fierce divide in the tech world over exactly how to handle this kind of power. As machine learning expert Dilip Rowe points out, not everyone agreed with OpenAI's secretive approach. Some researchers outright accused OpenAI of fear-mongering and, just courting hype. The debate became intensely polarized. Is withholding AI models actually an act of responsible caution, or does it just stifle open research and consolidate all the power in the hands of a few tech giants? All right, Section 2, weaponizing synthetic reality, deepfakes, and voice skins.
The absolutely crucial concept we need to grasp here is synthetic reality. Now, we're not just talking about basic Photoshop here. This is driven by generative adversarial networks, or GANs. Think of it like, actually, scratch that. It's more like an arms race between two computers. You have two neural networks competing against each other, a generator creating the fake media, and a discriminator trying to catch the fake. They learn from each other constantly, lifting themselves up by their own bootstraps to create ever more convincing synthetic media that just seamlessly interacts with human perception. To truly understand the uncanny valley contrast here, think about how we, as biological humans, struggle to perfectly mimic someone else's voice. I mean, sure, you might nail the accent, but you physically cannot change your actual vocal cords. Yet, as the sources detail, companies like Modulate can use AI voice skins to digitally swap vocal cords in just 10 milliseconds. 10 milliseconds! The words and the emotions are entirely yours, but the timbre completely belongs to someone else. It's a genuinely fascinating capability for things like gaming, but it's deeply alarming when you think about security and fraud.
And what you really should take away from all this is a deeply unsettling concept called the liar's dividend. The real danger of deepfakes isn't simply that you or I might believe fake things. It's that the mere existence of this technology allows people to commit bad acts and then simply disavow the real, authentic evidence by calling it a clever AI forgery. It threatens a total collapse of public trust in true things, basically pushing us straight toward a post-truth landscape. Moving on to Section 3, bots and algorithmic warfare, controlling the public square. Just think about the sheer, incomprehensible scale of our digital public square. 500 million tweets daily, a billion hours of YouTube watched every single day, 4 billion Facebook video views. Human beings physically cannot moderate this. It's impossible.
So algorithms are forced to process this massive volume of data, effectively acting as the ultimate gatekeepers of information for over half the world's population. Now, the reality of these algorithms is that they are purpose-built to optimize for engagement, and our brains often translate engagement directly into anger and outrage. Studies actually note that fake news travels 6 times faster than the truth on these platforms. Furthermore, the text highlights some profound new geopolitical risks introduced by platforms that are subject to authoritarian regimes. For example, the sources note the ties between TikTok and the Chinese Communist Party, pointing out the global risk that arises when foreign governments potentially have the ability to control the algorithms that shape international public discourse. Section 4. The new strategic triad, redefining global power.
This fusion of AI and information warfare has forced academics, like those published in the Routledge Handbook, to completely rethink the concept of global deterrence. We are officially entering the era of the new strategic triad.
Back during the Cold War, the strategic triad was entirely about the threat of physical devastation through nuclear deterrence, right? Intercontinental ballistic missiles, submarines, and strategic bombers. But today, while those weapons absolutely still cast a long shadow, we have to contrast them with the invisible, psychological, and informational warfare of the new strategic triad, which is made up of geopolitics, diplomacy, and artificial intelligence. Because of this massive shift, the very definition of geopolitics is transforming right before our eyes. It is no longer just about drawing physical borders on a map. The source material defines it as the conscious and deliberate projection of a political strategy onto a geographic space. Nations are now deliberately projecting their power across digital spaces, liquid networks, and geographical regions, all at the exact same time. And in this new era, diplomats are literally stationed on the front lines of this new triad. They have to constantly navigate these shifting liquid alliances, but they are also utilizing AI as a tool themselves, using it to instantly parse through tens of thousands of complex legal codes across different nations. And more importantly, they have to operate highly autonomously, making split-second critical decisions in a world where a single, strategically deployed deepfake could accidentally spark a global conflict. Section 5. The arms race for truth, detectors versus generators. Because there is no single silver bullet to just magically stop synthetic media, the sources argue that society has to build a multi-layered portfolio of defense. We basically have to treat AI-generated fakes exactly like an endless cybersecurity or antivirus war. This means we've got to continually train AI detectors to spot the absence of digital camera fingerprints. We need to embed invisible digital watermarks into audio and video files the moment they are generated. And we have to establish uniform global regulations to actually hold platforms accountable. Listen closely to this highly accurate assessment of our synthetic future. It is incredibly chilling to realize that this statement wasn't written by a human expert at all. It was generated entirely by the GPT-3 algorithm itself when it was prompted to weigh in on the implications of synthetic media. Even the AI knows exactly where this arms race is heading. I want to leave you with this final provocative thought based on the material we've explored today. As the new strategic triad shapes our world, combining the raw, traditional power of geopolitics, the nuance of diplomacy, and the rapid, unpredictable evolution of artificial intelligence, the ultimate battleground won't just be over physical territory anymore. It will literally be a battle over truth itself. When our very own eyes and ears can no longer tell fact from fiction, who will you trust to define your reality?